Tim, it's a Monday.
Guy.
How are you, sir?
It was a good weekend, man. I mean, it was. I don't know where you were, but it was gorgeous out there, and it's about time.
Spectacular yesterday. So Friday, we did a special at 6 p.m. Eastern time called the Fast Five, which actually was a lot of fun. Hopefully, a lot of you folks saw it. And one of the segments was Mel came to us and said, if the market was a song, what would it be? And you came up with, go ahead, I'll let you, go ahead.
Should I stay or should I go by the Clash? You were really rude to Joe Strummer, Mick Jones, Paul Simonon, and Topper Headon. But that, I expect nothing less out of you. And by the way, Won't Get Fooled Again was your song by The Who, who that's unfair because I would argue that The Who are my favorite band of all time. Like they're like my band. But you took them and Won't Get Fooled Again. I mean, it seems to me like a lot of people have been fooled again by this market. And so let me throw a couple other things out there. In fact, let's stay with The Who. I mean, first of all, I think this market has been getting in tune, right? I mean, to the straight and narrow. I mean, we've gotten back to the same things that were driving the market before, which was a whole lot of Fed, a whole lot of trade war. So I think we're there. Having said all that, let's stay with The Who and the market's on the magic bus.
It's on the magic bus.
It's on the magic bus.
Say to you, having said the magic bus and getting in tune, the market ain't no bargain either. And I think you would agree with that. And that's not my favorite Who song. I think it's a lousy Who song, but it's clearly not a bargain.
But the sentiment so far is not only we won't get fooled again, but it's almost like we're not going to take it, and it's almost like everyone else. Everyone else is like, it's almost like we are the deaf, dumb, and blind kid who is Tommy in the movie, just to be clear. And that actually the whole thing about Tommy it was essentially a parody on the lemmings of life, who, fell for this whole thing about this kid. And ultimately the myth of Tommy, the Pinball Wizard was dethroned. Elton John with some incredible books in that movie, by the way.
Thank God that you stayed with The Who there, because for a split second, I thought you were going down the Dee Snider route.
No. Dude,
because that is just a miserable song.
Look, the sister, by the way, who I saw at the Fore and Aft in White Plains in, I don't know, sometime well before I should have been there, because they were kind of a local band around here in Long Island. But anyway, no, I wouldn't try to weave in Twisted Sister. And if I was, I would go with their remake of Leader of the Pack, which I thought was actually pretty badass. But give me some Who here. What else do you have?
Well, what I was going to give you was, I got a lot of Who for you, but what I was said on the show tonight, and I said, Tom Petty, I said from Jacksonville. Apparently he's from Gainesville.
He's actually from Gainesville, yeah.
He's from one of the Bills.
Well, Leonard Skinner's from Jacksonville. That's why you did that, because you love Skinner.
And I think actually Don Henley of Eagles fame is
No. Don Felder, actually. Don Felder from the Eagles is from Jacksonville. Yeah.
Now they had a huge.
No. Hold on. He's from Canada. Don Felder's from north of the border. Bernie Ledden, maybe. You might be right.
You're going off the rails now. Sorry. I mean, you're really off the rails. But my point was,
even the losers. Yeah.
Get lucky sometimes. And look, there are a lot of very smart people that are in this. You, for one, that have been steadfast. But you have to admit, I think there are a lot of people out there that have viewed this in the absence of sports as just some modified gambling, and they're just watching things go higher and higher and thinking that they can't lose. And you and I both know it's not that easy. So I say that somewhat in jest, but there's some truth to it as well.
Well, there's an argument that people, it's almost as if they're looking to have their last dance with Mary Jane, right? I mean, it's hard to really know what they're smoking to feel comfortable driving into this market. I don't really know who's buying it, because as of 3 weeks ago, retail was as bearish as they were near the bottom of March 18th, 19th, something like that. You don't have to live like a refugee. And I think ultimately, people are feeling a lot better about themselves now that the market is back near all-time highs. I do think this is very important for the Fed. And I brought up on the show tonight that Wednesday, you've got the Fed, and I'm not saying they're going to do anything. But what we have to understand is we've got everybody in Washington and in the Fed given as much goose to this market as possible. And I think you have to be careful because, it feels like we're running down a dream.
Look at you. I mean, just throwing songs left and right. And maybe just to sort of put a little ribbon on this, since it's Monday, the best booth of Monday Night Football still was Dandy Don Meredith, Frank Gifford.
I like Danny. Yeah.
I mean, and, when the game was a bit of a blowout getting out of control, he would come out and say, sometimes late third quarter, turn out the lights, the party's over. And to your point, I don't know what the Fed's going to send or what they possibly can say, but let's hope they don't turn out the lights because this party either is just getting started or is way long in the tooth.
Now, I hear you. And we've been a little having some fun today on a Monday. So I want to end this with a serious question. It was a beautiful weekend over the weekend. Have you ever worn a Speedo?
No. Categorically, no. I don't even know why you'd ask me that. I mean, under what planet do you think? I mean, see, now what you're doing is you're projecting.
I'll tell you why. Because you've talked about to this audience that you're not afraid to wear the spandex bike pants, just spandex bike pants to the gym. And that's an issue.
Much different than the Speedo. The Speedo doesn't leave much to the imagination, where the bike pants are just sort of a turn on the boxer brief, let's just say. So don't even compare the two.
All right. So this is a would you rather.
Yeah.
But if you had to, would you go on the beach for a full day? And let's do like a Stars and Stripes Speedo, for the 4th, or a Stars and Stripes unitard like you'd wear in wrestling. Again, with obviously as if it's your bathing suit, therefore you've got your birthday suit on underneath.
100% units, 100% one-piece wrestling unitard, no question about it. I mean, there's not even. I know you'd go the Speedo route because I know you, but I'm not sure. It's a difficult question. And then of course, if you were going to do the Speedo, would you have to do some manscaping? You know what? I think this is probably time to leave. I mean, again, I don't even know what that means. Manscaping. I mean, I'm 56 years old. The manscaping thing, that's probably for younger guys like yourself.
Well, I can hear my landscapers outside, and they're starting to drown out the sound here. I'll see you tomorrow.
Maybe you should invite them in. I'll see you later.
Bye.